This obsession with war and violence, it's the antithesis of everything that Jesus taught. And at the same time, it again makes us wonder, do you realize how damaging that is for us?
So here, I got some big issues with what Munther is saying. I mean, obviously that, anything that Congress does at any point always has significant impact on stuff on the ground. But, here's one of the things that I think it's really important for everybody who's listening to me to think about. Like, and it's the challenge that we're wrestling with as humans, right? Like, how do you deal with the death of the innocent women, innocent children caught up in all this sort of stuff? At the same time, there's not a single poll of Palestinians, not a single one that's come out since the war started, where less than 75% of the people are supporting October 7th. Now, that's a terrible statistic. And I'm not going to lie. That's really bad. And what it means is that the majority of the population, not just a little bit majority, but the vast majority, some of those polls are pushing 85, 87% coming out in support of October 7th and Hamas. And so when you're talking about the death of the innocent, like it really that makes it wonder, like, is everybody that innocent if they're all supporting this? Because there's a law in the United States where if you see a violent act or participate, even if you're not the one responsible, but you participate in it in some tangible way, you're complicit. It's the law of complicity. It's there. Look it up. Right? So, not advocating obviously for the death of women and children. What I'm saying is it's a lot more complicated. And I think it's important for people to think about this deeper, right? It's all it's what I'm asking for. Just go deeper. That, like, don't get caught up in this like the death of the innocent. It's a much more complicated thing to wrestle with, and I think it's important that Christians do, and I hope you tune into the Philos Project, because I think that's where the conversation, the rigorous and profound conversation is taking place. We're not advocating. We don't want the death of anybody who is in harm's way, like who shouldn't be. But at the same time, we got to be realistic that it's a war zone, and it was started by Hamas on October 7th. And Israel's pushing back. It's not intentionally, killing innocent people. That's not its intent here. And they're consistently been, by outside observers, with the exception of people like Amnesty International or something, have been shown to be pretty good at that stuff. So